Ebenezer. Ebenezer. Ebenezer Scrooge.
Who's there? Show yourself.
Ebenezer Scrooge. I am the ghost of justice.
No. I've been through this already. I've been through this 3 times.
Mr. Scrooge.
There was 3 of them. There was 3 ghosts. There was the ghost of Christmas past. There was the ghost of Christmas present. And there was a third one. No, there was a third one. There was a third. It was the ghost of yet to come. And they all did the same thing. They awoke me from a deep sleep to tell me I was a cranky old curmudgeon. And yet, I've changed. So why is it that I find yet another ghost in my house?
Mr. Scrooge, that's what I've been trying to tell you. I'm here to make sure you haven't lost the holiday spirit. But I don't know with the way that you've greeted me.
What are you writing in there? What are you writing in there? Are you expecting that I should be cheery and happy to have you break into my home and awaken me from a slumber?
I understand that, Mr. Scrooge, but since you've had this happen to you a time or two...
A time or two? Humbug! It's been 3 times, 4 now.
Okay, well, since this has happened to you 4 times, you'd think you'd be used to it by now.
Right. An apparition appears to me in the middle of the night, breaks into my home, startles me from my sleep, and this is something I should get used to? There are some things you don't get used to. You said that you were here to ask some questions. Go ahead.
All right, that's the spirit.
Well, go ahead.
Okay, first question. Ebenezer Scrooge, you were once described as a squeezing, wretched, covetous old sinner.
No. They said that about me? I was called those names?
Yes, you were.
It's terrible.
Care to explain how you are now?
Well, I've changed. I'm really not like that at all anymore. I may have been a man feared at one time, but now there are many that call me friend.
Is that so? Care to explain?
Well, do I have to? I don't really want to talk about myself that way.
Yes, please.
I buy turkeys and geese at Christmas time, and I give them to my dearest friends, to my neighbors, to my relatives. And not just that, I donate money to charity. And I don't just donate money, I donate of my time. There are people, since the visit of the ghost, that call me friend. Now, I try not to have favorites. Not an easy thing to do, especially with young Tiny Tim. I've grown quite fond of him. He's Bob Cratchit's boy, you know. Although he's not my son, I treat him like this. I love him like he's my son. Will that do?
Yes, thank you. Next question. Mr. Scrooge, what was the thing most important to you in the past?
You never knew the other ghost, really, did you? It was money. It was always money. I lusted for money to the point of where I lost almost everyone I cared for.
Such a pity. Okay, Mr. Scrooge, what is most important to you now?
Now, well, kindness and love and joy in life itself. I have changed.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Scrooge, what is your deepest regret of the past?
My beautiful fiancée, Bella. I lost her. Because of my love for money, I loved money more than I loved her. I became a cranky young man. Oh, how I wished I hadn't wasted all of those years.
Okay, Mr. Scrooge. Since you've claimed you've changed, what advice would you give to others?
The darkness is lonely. Always choose the bright path. Always, no matter how difficult it is, choose the brighter path.
All right, Mr. Scrooge. Well, I thank you for your time, but I best get on my way.
Wait a minute. You're not going, are you? Aren't you going to show me things like the other ghost did? Show me my death or the past or the future?
No, no, Mr. Scrooge. I am the ghost of justice, and you've helped make up my mind. I cannot show you what you've already learned in the past. But as I was saying, I got to get going.
Oh, one more thing. One more thing.
Yes, Mr. Scrooge.
Will there be more ghosts?
Nah, I don't think there will be.